Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn Gaming, Paul speaking, and welcome to look at a brand new racing game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch this week on the 15th of April. This is Formula Retro Racing. We're going to dive straight in with some gameplay first, and then come back and talk about this one in a bit more depth in a moment. So you may already have noticed from the screenshots, and if you've seen this on the eShop before, this is very much, shall I say, influenced by Virtua Racing by SEGA, which is no bad thing. And it's your sort of bog standard point-to-point arcade racer. So we're racing towards checkpoints in the arcade mode. As you can see, our countdown at top middle of the screen, and we need to reach the checkpoint. And there you go. So again, you know, teaching you to suck eggs here probably, but if you are new to the sort of arcade racing genre, this is what most arcade games used to be in the 1990s. We've got a few different viewpoints, which again was in Virtua Racer. You could have this cockpit view in Virtua Racer, so it's here as well, which is pretty cool. We've got a damage meter that you may have spotted down in the bottom right hand corner, and once that fills up, your car explodes in a the hail of pieces. Oh, I was going to eke it over to the checkpoint, but it's fine. So we're going to go back and have a quick look at some of the game modes in this and talk about when this game's releasing and prices, etc. As I say, it comes out on the 15th of April, 14th in some regions. It's going to set you back £11.99 in the UK. And have I got an American price? I don't think I have. It's going to be somewhere around $15, I would imagine. The modes in this game, we've got 8 tracks. And we've got the arcade mode that we're just in now. We've got this Grand Prix mode, which I'm going to come back to and have a chat about in a minute. Eliminator, where the last car in a lap gets eliminated from the race, and you've got free practice mode. There is online leaderboards. I don't know if I need tweaking ever so slightly, because on the overall leaderboard it's ordered in lowest points. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it looks like there's a load of testing data on there anyway, which I'm sure will be sorted out for launch. It's not uncommon to see that before a game launches. 4-player split screen, and say these are online leaderboards of each track as well, so it's going to give you something to aim for. Now, I'm kind of half reluctant to go into this, because this Grand Prix mode, actually this is working now, that's really weird. When I was playing this in the week, it would only let me use a Joy-Con, which is really odd. Maybe because I was playing handheld, so just be wary of that. It was very odd. It wouldn't let me use the Switch controller in handheld mode in this Grand Prix mode. Let's put any old name in. So yeah, in handheld mode, so be aware if you've only got a Switch Lite maybe. I don't know how it would actually work even. Let's try a different track. Let's try GP circuit. And we'll go through the different cars. I'm going to come back to this GP mode in a bit. We'll just flick through the cars while we're here. So there's just variations of colours. They're all the same model, just in different colour schemes. Pretty bog standard stuff. Let's go with this yellow and black car. So yeah, sorry, going back to when I was in my original Switch, the one that can be docked. Tried this GP mode, and it made me disconnect a Joy-Con and use it individually, which okay, wasn't the worst thing in the world, but what it did mean is that I couldn't change the camera angle. Obviously you're using the left bumper button to change the camera angle, and I was kind of stuck in cockpit mode. So maybe a couple of bugs there to iron out. Ooh, sharp old corner. One of the things also to watch out for here, oh god, one of the things to watch out for here is the really nicely sort of simulated suspension. See, like the different suspension legs move up and down independently, which is a nice touch. say this music's not much up to cop. This music reminds me of sort of Amiga games of the 90s, but it feels really at odds with this kind of Virtua Racing feel. You know, it kind of feels like it needs some sort of 90s, 80s, 90s rock tracks that SEGA used to have in their racing games. It just feels really weird to have this kind of, I don't know, chiptune kind of music. So we've got the second lap coming up. Look, this really tight hairpin. Hard on the brakes. That's better. I'll try and do a try and crash shortly and explode the car, and you can see what happens when you feel your damage meter. But I imagine this mode would be really quite a lot of fun when you've got a couple of mates, or even just split screen with one other buddy. Obviously no online racing, there's no mention of that. But once you get the hang of the slightly sensitive controls, I think there's a decent racer to be had here. Obviously you've got Virtua Racing on the Nintendo Switch, if you weren't aware. It's one of the old sort of arcade releases. If you fancy grabbing it as well, if you like what you see here, can really recommend that. Covered that on the channel, so you can go back and dig a video out on that one. So I don't know how many ooh, we've got the Monte Carlo track. Let's have a look at that. I don't know how many races we're going to do here in GP mode. Doesn't seem to be a set amount. Let's go in a Ferrari at Monaco. So the load times are pretty sweet as well. So all round it's a decent package. It's probably at the top end of what I'd want to pay for it. So maybe one that you might want to pick up on sale, possibly. See what this representation of Monaco's like. I love the way that Monaco isn't really licensed as a racetrack and just can get into most racing games if they wanted to use it. Just call it Monte Carlo, and I think it might be because it's a public road course, but I know there are other public road course tracks around the world. I don't know what makes Monaco so special that it can be replicated without a license. Maybe it is just sort of the, I don't know, public ownership of the roads. I don't know. But I mean, this is a fairly, albeit low poly, but you know, fairly decent representation of the layout of Monaco anyway. So we come up to the tunnel. There's actually a tunnel as well. Some games that I've seen that use the Monaco track don't include the tunnel. And again, different music here I think, but again I'm not particularly a fan of this style of music in this game. That's just my personal preference. Right, let's try and explode this car then, so you can see the damage model. But yeah, that's a fairly decent representation of Monaco. That's quite cool, that. Slight variations. It's not an exact replica. There's just a few little corners that aren't quite matching up, but generally it's good. You can see our damage bar filling up down the side. Come on. You normally get a trail of smoke coming out the back when you're about to blow. Right. It's taking a fair chunk of damage. Right, let's go head first into the... wasn't too bad. No, just the front. Oh, there's a wheel come off there. But generally, all the wheels come flying off. It's like when Mr. Potato Head goes pop. All the bits flying off in all different directions. Just finish up this final lap of Monaco. quite a good period for indie racing games at the moment. I noticed in the week that Slipstream was released. That's more of a sort of outrun kind of arcade game. Where this one's, as I say, more based on Virtua Racing. If you're a fan of 90s racers, you know, great to have them both in your collection. Different styles of game. So there we go. Finished 15th because we was crashing and all sorts. So again, overall standings. I just don't know if it just goes on until you've had enough. Seems to be. So we've got some unlockable tracks down here. What else we got? Speed Oval. That looks like a famous track as well. Whoa, don't know what that is. Let's just go back and have a quick look at the modes and options. Yeah, it's quite a sunny, breezy game. Eliminator, we'll probably finish the video with Eliminator. Let's have a quick look at the settings. Not much in here. Scenery animation. Music and sound volume, and then you can change where the tacho speed meter is. And let's just finish up with the Eliminator. As I say, this is just a final reminder. Out on the 15th of April 2022.
Select a course.
4-player split screen. Let's do ocean view. Yeah, 4-player split screen. Online leaderboards. 8 tracks. See, some of them are unlockable there. 3 of them are locked. So yeah, quite a decent little package. So let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. If you're a fan of Virtua Racing, it's kind of like, you see this kind of style and type of racing. You just kind of, I don't know about you, but I'm yearning for some Daytona. Oh, why would you have a wall on a racetrack like that? Absolute death trap. I suppose we are in that city here. This is meant to be ocean view. If I remember rightly, this does open out to an ocean view quite shortly. I think maybe around this corner. Reach position 10 or higher to stay in the race. Oh my goodness. There's the ocean view. Position 10's a bit harsh. We're over. Eliminated because we smashed into a wall. But there you go. So it isn't the last in the race. There's actually a set place to you have to reach before you're eliminated. So that's cool. So there you go. Pretty bog standard in terms of its modes and stuff. But I think there's a fun game in there, buried away somewhere. Let me know what you think about this. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're new. Be really appreciated. But until next time, I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.